I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekakwadash. I want to give double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and say peace, mercy, and blessings unto all the hopeful elect. The true name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh, which means He exists or He is to be. The true name of the Son is Yahweh Shai, which means He is the deliverer. We are the Hebrew Israelites. We're being called today by bywords and proverbs such as black, colored, African American, Native American, Latin, Hispanic, Seminole Indian, Mexican, Cuban, Dominican, Haitian, Jamaican, West Indian, Trinidadian, South American, so forth and so on. But we're those people that make up the lost 12 tribes of Israel. It's not about skin color. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's all about the seed line of your father's side. All right? You can read that in the Bible, in the scriptures, Numbers 1 and 18. The self-proclaimed white man, so-called Caucasians, Europeans, the Ish people, all right, they are the seed of Edom. All right, Doomy, according to the Bible, they're the devil and the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of that following. All right. Now, I found this article to the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and right off the bat, man, we're in the days to be circumspect, man. Okay. I believe that's in Ephesians. Yes, I was right about that. This is from, and forgive me, I'm kind of under the weather. The weather, it's cold, and it's windy, then it's fucking blizzard. You brothers know, man. This is Ephesians 5 and 14. It says, "Wherefore he said, Awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach," which that it says Christ. And Christ is the Greek word for anointed. All right, in the Hebrew word there is Hamashiach, and it means anointed. "Shall give thee light. See then that you walk circumspectly," meaning having your head on the swivel, looking around, checking shit out, not as fools, but as wise, right? And the scriptures have made us wise. And, the book of Psalms, it says, "Through thy precepts I get understanding." So we understand that Esau is the devil. We understand that we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spiritual wickedness in high places. We understand Satan's devices, so therefore we're not ignorant. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11. "Lest Satan," was that word there, means adversary, and Esau, Edom, all right, they're the adversary of the Most High and His people, direct adversary of all righteousness, all right? They're the wicked. "Lest Satan should get an advantage of us." Let's see what this word, advantage.
Strong's G, 4122, pleonekteo. Pleonekteo.
Means to be superior, to gain or take advantage, to overreach, to surpass. I'm going to look up that word in the online etymology dictionary here. I spelled that completely wrong. Okay, there we go. Look up the definition of advantage. It means position of being in advance of another, just like Esau has an advantage of his society, of having like hundreds of years, 400, 500 years ahead of us, which is why they own land, farms, businesses, and Jake barely owns shit, because the Esau has an advantage on the worldly aspect. But now through the Spirit and Power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, with the Spirit of life entering into us, we have that advantage on the spiritual aspect. Okay? It says advantage, profit, before Let's see. It says the meaning any condition favorable to success, a favoring circumstance. Okay, so without the I self, which is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding of these scriptures, Esau has an advantage over you, which is why it's written in the gospel, he shall show great signs and wonders that he should deceive. If it were possible, he should deceive the very elect, because it's not possible, because the Most High has given his elect the I self, so therefore Satan can't get an advantage over us. Lord willing, I'll be of that number, For we are not ignorant of his devices. So look up the definition of this word devices.
Strong's G 3540. Naima. Naima.
And that means an evil purpose. Okay. So pretty much everything Esau does is to benefit himself, and it's for an evil purpose. So I looked this up on Newsbreak, because earlier I had to, do some runs, and I seen about, no bullshit, I seen about fucking 20 state troopers and like 30 local RPD cars. So I'm just looking to figure out what happened, and I found this. It says the Facebook, Instagram, large-scale nuclear exercise planned for upstate New York, which that's Buffalo, that's Rochester, Syracuse, Geneseo, Geneva, this whole area over here, this upstate NY. That's the Facebook, Instagram is sharing with New York about a lower-scale multi-agency nuclear exercise that has been scheduled for this week in upstate NY. We've learned what this means for New Yorkers. New York is equipped to prepare for the fact that their exercises prepare for a nuclear attack. That should set off a red flag about that. Of something coming. Because the way the year popped off, it popped off with T attacks. Okay, and nuclear destruction is biblical, right? This is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 9 and verse 5. For every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood. Right, and that's how war is. There's trumpets being blown, there's war, there's commands being given, there's people screaming, battle cries. Okay, you hear the sound of swords clanging, helmets, shields clashing, arrows flying, screams of agony. You watch all type of ancient war movies, man. Braveheart is a very good one. There's even shows like Vikings and The Last Kingdom. I believe they're both on Netflix now. Very powerful history pieces and shows, besides the fact that they cast all white people or Edomites. They got that wrong. But, Esau's the devil, and we're in this little season. And with his little season, his job is to produce mass deception. Okay? It says, for every battle of the warriors with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. So that's how war was. That's how war was known to be, but not in this day and age. In this day and age, it's going to be with burning and fuel of fire, which is on a nuclear level. Okay? Let's see if that. Okay, that'll take me back to the app. Okay, so, and mind you, what you see right there is called what you would call a mushroom cloud. But when you read the Bible, it's written in code. Because the prophets saw things thousands of years ago, back then, what would happen today. So they worded it to the best of their ability of how it was written back then. Let's see. I believe that's in Revelation 6 too. This is Isaiah 34, Isaiah 34, I'm going to get right to the point. In verse 4, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, all right? And the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. So that's the mushroom cloud, because that's the chemical reaction, the chain of events from the nukes impacting on the earth. Okay, they're going to block out the constellations, the sun, the moon. Satellites going to drop. You know, islands, different things going to be moved out of their places. Volcanoes going to erupt. It's going to cause many different chains of reactions. The scripture says it's going to be a great earthquake like never before. So terrible that it's going to make the earth reel to and fro like a drunkard. Okay, and all the hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. Excuse me. I mean, everybody who's get caught up in this blast, this destruction, they are going to perish terribly. All right. So, yeah, man. And now they're doing large scale exercises in upstate New York. You know, and I just gave testimony on how I seen X amount of squad cars earlier before that. You know, maybe earlier this month or last month before the new year, I saw armored tanks riding around the city. You know, so we're in those days, man, where something big is about to happen, man. You know, big T attacks, if you know what I'm trying to say. You know, because what else are they doing exercises for? Remember the Boston Marathon, they're doing exercises. And then that happened. You know, the Super Bowl is coming up in the days to be circumspect. You know? Recently, New York officials released tips that Empire State residents should know about to prepare for a nuclear attack. Fast. Get into a building, move away from windows, stay inside, shut doors and windows, go to the middle of the building, get clean, remove clothing, and shower. Stay tuned. Follow the media. Sign up for Notify NYC. Officials will send wireless emergency alerts. Something's going to happen, man, to where he's going to scare the living shit out the people and have them funnel to his C camps, whether it be schools or closed down Walmarts or malls, and he's going to get people in there, and he's going to give them that rice device, man. You know? According to the Facebook and Instagram, a large-scale multi-agency nuclear incident training exercise is scheduled between January 26th and January 31st, so it's going to be happening all week in several upstate NY counties. New Yorkers are told to see military personnel, vehicles, and aircraft. New Yorkers are told they may see military personnel, vehicles, and aircraft. So they're desensitizing it to you. All right, are you to it? Still, residents should not be alarmed as these trainings are part of a series of regularly scheduled U.S. government biannual exercises. The Department of Defense, Department of Energy, National Nuclear Security Administration, Federal Bureau of Investigation, Department of Homeland Security, and state local partners will conduct the exercise in several areas. All right, large-scale nuclear training in Albany, Saratoga, and Schenectady counties. Okay, so I'm not in any of those counties, but, you know, still gonna have my head on the swivel, as you should. You know, you can't trust this damn devil. And that's just what they're letting us in on. You know, officials know similar trainings have been conducted across the U.S. since 2012. Training is expected in several areas of the Schenectady, NY, as well as Albany counties. As well as in Albany, Saratoga, and Schenectady counties. The training exercise will not pose any risk to area residents. The public does not need to be alarmed by training-related activity, including the presence of military personnel and aircraft and people in protective equipment. Man, something is about to go down, and that's how the Most High is going to overthrow this kingdom. Nuclear destruction, man. All right, this wicked world. And it's right in the Bible that you have everywhere, the most printed book in the world. It's Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh Shem Shai coming, for it is nigh at hand. That's the day it's talking about. The day of the Lord's vengeance upon Esau, the heathen nations, their militaries, and the redeeming of his people. It's going to be a very terrible time to where even 2/3 of our own people are going to be cut off in the slaughter, man. But they're going to be born back in the kingdom, because all Israel shall be saved. Verse 2. A day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There had not been ever the like, neither shall there be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. That's going into the nuclear weapons. That's going into nuclear weaponry. That's going into nuclear destruction. That's what it's talking about. Okay? Joel 2:3. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning. So if you look at a ICBM missile being shot, matter of fact, let's just get an image. It says a fire goeth behind them. Okay, so that's a missile right there. Modern day arrows. All right, and what it's being launched from is the silo or the bow. Okay, so it says a flame devour before them, meaning what? When it impacts, it's going to explode. It's going to cause a destroying wind, different chain of reactions. It's going to create a mushroom cloud, nuclear radiation, extreme nuclear heat, mass destruction. I remember hearing that word a lot. I'm not going to say it, but Esau has those things, man. And behind them, a flame burning, because that's what propels it. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, meaning what? It's a paradise. Now they're building smart cities. Trump just put up $500 billion in, to advance AI technology. So they're going to make it all nice and comfortable and convenient for you. So it's going to be as the Garden of Eden unto the wicked. If you're not in the know, if you don't have the eye self, Satan's going to get an advantage over you with his deception and the sword, And behind them, a desolate wilderness. After they hit, there ain't going to be shit left. The land is going to be an inhabitable, desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them. The appearance of them is as the appearance of horses, and as horsemen, so they run. Meaning what? The ferociousness, the power, the might of these things, man. Just one could do extreme damage, which is why they have to do drills and things of that nature. But Esau knows T attacks are coming, which is why he's doing drills in these nations and things of that nature, because he wants it to happen. Because they have a doctrine called auto-apkeo, and it's through such events that they want to bring their NWO. Verse 5. The noise of chariots on the top of mountains shall they leap, like the noise of a flame of fire that devoured the stubble, as a strong people set in battle array. Before their face the people shall be much pain, all faces shall gather blackness. Meaning what? Meaning people gonna die from fear. Okay, from extreme panic attacks, extreme fear, desperation, anxiety. All right, I'm not going to be able to move. You ever been so afraid that you couldn't move? Well, that's how people are going to be when they see the goddamn nukes in the air. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. They shall march everyone's on. It's not talking about the great heathen army, right? Like when you go to the time of England and King Alfred, and the Vikings were invading England, and they would raid, they would kill, they would rape, they would pillage, they would go into church and kill the people and take the silver and put people in slavery. It's not talking about a military or army like that. This is talking about nuclear weapons, the modern day arrows. Okay? That's what it's talking about. They shall run like mighty men. They shall climb the wall like men of war. And they shall march every one on his ways. And they shall not break their ranks, because they're not going to be any duds. Okay? There's none of them. They're all going to be launched perfectly. And they're going to land perfectly. They're going to hit their target. And the job is going to be done. Neither shall one thrust another. I mean, what? They're not going to bump into each other and, nope. The Most High's going to have the Spirit on them, just like the Most High had the Spirit and that rock to sink in Goliath's head. They shall walk everyone in his path, and when they fall upon the sword, they shall not be wounded. And that's going into the missile defense system or anything that they're going to have set up to try and stop this. It's not going to work, right? They shall run to and fro in the city. They shall run upon the wall. The fire, the nuclear fire, the destroying wind is going to waste everything. They shall climb upon their houses. They shall enter in at the windows like a thief. The earth shall quake before them. There you go. That's that great earthquake that you can read about. And I believe it tells you in Revelation 6. Also Revelation chapter 16. Isaiah 24. You can read about that all over the scriptures, man. It's going to be a great earthquake like never before. The heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. 11. And the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai shall utter his voice before their army, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executed his word. For the day of Yahweh Shem Shai is great and very terrible, and who can abide it? And only the elect of Yahweh Shem Shai are going to be able to abide in it. And this is why the elites, things of that nature, people who have that power, status, and money, a lot of them are in their bunkers, or they're on their way there, because they understand what's coming, and they understand the prophecy of the second coming of Yahweh Shai and what that means for them. So I'll end it with Revelation 6, and I'll close it. Revelation 6 and 12. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake. That's what it's talking about. It's the impact of the nuclear destruction is going to cause. And the sun became black as a sackcloth of hair, and the moon became blood, right? It's going to block out the constellations. Scriptures does say there going to be signs in heaven, all that, man. And the stars of heaven fell onto the earth. The stars are symbolic of the missiles. Even as a fig tree casted her untimely figs when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And that's how they're going to enter in at the windows of a thief in battle array in order. They're not going to break their rank. They're not going to bump into one another. It's going to be perfect synchronization. All right? And the heaven departed as a scroll when it's rolled together and they hit. It's going to create a mighty destroying wind, a mighty mushroom cloud, a great earthquake, and every mountain and island will move out of their place. It's going to rearrange. Most High's going to rearrange the earth. Like there's a saying, when you get mad, especially the Judite man, furniture starts moving. But that's going to happen in the earth with these nukes start impacting. 15. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains of the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. So all of these people down here, they're going to hide. They're going to seek shelter. They're going to do. A lot of people are already putting their money or investing into deep underground military bases, survival bunkers, things of that nature, man. Okay, there's a lot of, it ain't Jake doing it. It's a lot of Edomites. Jake, you look at what Jake doing. Jake is fucking being mosed on the internet, man. Always talking about relationship and shit. Jake is not, our people are not prepared for what's coming. That's why it's called the time of Jacob's trouble. Now, don't get me wrong, Jacob's trouble is going to become trouble of all, Esau and other nations. But Jacob, he's fucked up out here, man. And except for the elect, man, the Most High is going to protect his elect, you know. Actually, in Wisdom of Solomon, it talks about the strangeness of their salvation, because while this is going on, the elect are going to be delivered in the chariots, man. And he said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. So it's gonna get so terrible and bad, they're gonna want to hide. Okay? For the great day of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? Right. So it's line backing of what's written in Joel. And I just thought that was pretty interesting that they're doing exercises all this week, you know. So it's got to be circumspect, because something big might be coming. You know, they've been getting BOMB threats at the plantation. You know, anything could happen, man. That's why you got to stay prayed up, man. Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to end it there. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Shem Yahushai.